So just coming out for the beach because I'm going to talk to Lemone today about many things, about our coaching him as his father, as his coach. You know, Lemone has made the national squad on many occasions. But the fact is too, I'm going over because the grandkids them over there waiting. So you know, we're gonna meet Lemone, and also we're gonna meet our grandkids today. So when we go over there, go reach home, you know, we'll make you meet some of the kids them that so precious to us. So see you when we reach home. Yeah! What's up, man? Wait, man. What's up, man? Hi, bossy. So how you guys doing, man? Yeah, baby. Yeah, girl. Eh?
Mommy's cooking some food.
You want to get some food, man?
Yes.
What kind of food you want, man?
I want some nuggets and everything.
No, man, can't get no nugget, man. That's too fattening, man. What you want, Lee? What you want to eat, girl?
Then one egg.
Eh?
And nuggets too.
I'm here, I'm good. It's a privilege and honor to be talking about the sport that I love over the years and having the discussion to, you know, kind of help others who are coming to benefit themselves and learn.
Just letting you guys know that Lemone is represent the school, which is Vals Prep. He also represents the country on many occasions. From Lemone start swimming, he has not missed a character game until he decided that he is not going to swim anymore. So Lemone, welcome to our program, and we're glad that we could have you today. So Lemone, what's up?
Yeah, man, I'm here, I'm good. It's a privilege and honor to be talking about the sport that I love over the years and having the discussion to, you know, kind of help others who are coming to benefit themselves and learn the sport and, you know, to excel at the sport. So I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, but
Very well, you decided that I'm going to go in because I was always running from you and you couldn't catch me. And you end up locking the gate at UTech and I couldn't go anywhere. So I got stuck and you end up catch me and throw me in the water. And I had to swim, come back because you decided to going home, and if we're not going to come back to the wall, then national record there set from 80 something or 1970 something by Andrew Phillips. And it was something, I was a record that a lot of other coaches, including my father and Andrew Phillips, wanted me to break because it was there for a long time. And I wasn't far off, but I was a little way off. So at the time, things that were important to me were like bicycles, goggles. I remember in the 1996 Olympics, there was a Swedish goggles that was the biggest thing at the time. And I never had a goggles. And my father said to me, well, here what? You're swimming 38 now for 53. If you can break the national record, which at the time was 34 flat, which has stood for many, many years, then that Swedish goggles would have been yours. So I was working hard in training, I remember, and then the swim meet came for the start of the year. That was the year that I said, alright, I'm going to go for the goggles. When I went on the block, all I remember is that I dive off that block and all can there on my mind was that goggles. When I hit the wall, I did 33.93. I can't forget. And when I looked up in the stands and asked him what happened, you know, him give me a thumbs up and the whole stadium went wild because that was the record that was there for so many years. So that was a interesting.
yeah, and you can point out now that right now Lemone still have a record, a meet record standing. That meet record stand. Hold on, this meet record is standing.
Yeah, that same record is there still from 1996, and we're talking about some 24 years, because we're in 2020 now.
You know, which is a record is 8 and under time. So any young swimmers out there that's watching right now, try and break that record because it's still existing. You know, there are many more things that, we do as father and coach, and we're going to get to that soon. We're talking about you when you were 5 years of age. There's an important thing where we have the privilege to have, our Olympic swimmer, used to be in our group, and that's Ali Atkinson. Both of you and Ali used to go to the same school?
Yes, I remember Alia from Vaspert and her brother Adi. That was a good time because in grade 5 and grade 6 respectively, I remember Alia was as a strong female, a strong girl swimmer in the group. Coach Barrington decided at the time to, because of my leadership and my performances at the prep school level, being a record holder as well at the 8 and under level, he said, boy, my leadership exudes performance, and so I should be the captain of Vaspert. So I said to him, Coach, I'm going to need a vice captain. So he said, well, who do you suggest? And I said, well, I like Alia. I like how Alia's, leadership qualities. I like her humility, and I also like her performance levels that she bring to the prep school. So he agreed, and between grade 5 and grade 6, even in my last year of prep school, Alia and I were vice and captain for the swim championship. Of seeing her break these records, and she saw it as nothing much because of her humility, her genuine humility. She always wanted to compete with even the boys. So there are times when Alia would even come to me as one of the national record holders in my personal events and want to compete, and that's the type of person Alia was. So you could know from an early age that she was going to do very well, because not only was she thinking it, she was actually executing it in the pool. So that was pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, and one thing I like with her is that I don't see today in many of these swimmers. Even though you tell them, but these swimmers these days, apparently when they finish swimming, they go straight to their parents. What with Alia at that time, when I remember, is that when Alia finished swimming, the first thing she would have normally done, and not just Alia, but those swimmers back then, would have come to the coach to find out what they do wrong, how they could how they could get better. And that's what I really like about her. And the funniest thing is that when she migrated and go overseas, we have the opportunity, if you remember, we went to Miami, I think that same year.
Yeah, we'll meet up with her.
And we meet up with her at a swim meet.
And she did the same thing.
And I remember that when she swim over there, she didn't go to her coach over there at the time, she walked up straight over to me, you remember? Yeah. And it was nice. And I must tell you that I remember our mom showed so much gratitude that when the swim meet over, we went to the mall. You remember we went to the mall, and our mother buy me, I think it was a scanner.
Yeah, man.
She buy me a scanner. When scanner just started coming in, and everybody wants a scanner for scan paper, scan thing. And their mother bought one of them for me because she showed some appreciation. So it was really a privilege to really, coach Alia, and you at the same time, plus other swimmers, who achieved, a lot of greatness at that time in your same category and your same group. But what we need to find out now, Lemone, is that when you become much older and Alia migrated, did you make your career after the first year 11-12, or was the second year 11-12?
No, from I started at the age of being able to qualify for these meets, I've always qualified. That is the winning mentality that I had, so I never like to lose. I think you can even tell the audience how that went. The first time I lost after being champion, I cried and I was very emotional, and I walked behind the stadium and I never wanted nobody to talk to me. Yeah. But then you were able to, as a leader and my father as well, to kind of guide me in a way to say, boy, it's not all the time you're going to win. It's how you bounce back and what you do going forward. So that is also a part of the game. And going back to what you said also with parents and being on the stands and, having that battle between coach and parent, it shouldn't happen, because the thing is, the coach is the one who is there with you every day, guiding you along the right path, and that's the route that we should take as swimmers who say that they want to go to the highest level.
Yes, yes, I remember. But something I remember too, I remember once that because you were doing so good, other parents become envy. In the sense, when I say envious, is in the sense that if I call your name 2 times on deck or 3 times on deck, a parent will say I call you 10 times. So I remember what I did was that I stopped calling you and stopped correcting you on deck, and I started to correct you in the car going home. And then what I did was we come on a Saturday, and that is when I started your strokes correction. We're teaching you butterfly and your different strokes then, because you were getting so outstanding at the other swimmers, and it's not because the other swimmer wasn't training in the same group and we're getting the same training as you and Alia and the rest of kids, but because those other kids wasn't taking it as serious as you and Alia and as those other swimmers who aspire to become really great champion. And that's the thing. And what I see realize now with parents is that when their child is not improving as fast enough, they look to go to another club to see if they can get their child much faster. But I always said that it's not moving a child to another club, not going to make that child become faster.
Not going to make a difference.
Because if the child does not have the attitude to become stronger, to become a fast swimmer, then that child going to 10 different clubs will not make a difference. No, you agree with me?
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. I mean, it's all about the attitude, and that same attitude is what transitions as an adult, even in your work life and your personal life. So it's always good to have the right energy and the right attitude in anything, not just even swimming, but anything you're going to do in life.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Mental attitude to train hard and execute. Then I was never missed out. I was always in the top 2 fastest, which is what it takes to go to these games.
So which one of the games?
I really wanted to win. And what I've come to understand about life and about back then when I used to swim, you have to do the things that are uncomfortable to be great. Winning is not for everybody. Winning is for a certain type of person. The grit, the work, even the times when you don't want to do it. You get up, you go at it, you keep winning, you keep training. Because when you show up for the big games and you win that medal or you break that record, all of the hard work that you'd have done in training, you actually feel like you want to get back to training right away because you want to maintain that type of winning attitude and mentality. So the truth is, having a personality like mine where I always never like to lose. I remember even losing the first time, as I said before, it wasn't a good feeling. So winning was always something that I thoroughly wanted to do, and I never took it good when I lost.
You really like to say to the younger ones out there who decide that they want to be great swimmer and you know, they want to do well, do you have anything to say to them?
Yeah, swimming like any other sport takes serious discipline. And it doesn't just take discipline in a physical way, because most of the swimmers, obviously their body is toned or designed to withstand serious training. However, the difference I will say, and many of my colleagues, even Alia will say it to you as well, you have to have the right mindset. Winning is not just physical, it's actually here. So having the body of a champion is one thing, but having the mind of a champion is another. And we meditate on our goals, see ourselves as winning the gold medal or breaking the record already, even before we did it. So by the time we went on the block and jumped in that water, it was just about doing it because your parents wanted to do it. Have your own passion for it. If it's not for you, it's not for you. If it's for you, have it, take it serious. And believe me, it will not only be something positive for you in your sport, but like me now as an adult, having full responsibilities, it will actually transcend into your daily life. And that is what it is, guys. You don't want to just do this as a sport. You want to do it as something that will help you to maintain certain level of leadership even as you become an adult one day. So keep at it, write down your goals, execute, stay focused, stay disciplined, and stay determined. And that is my